Oil prices surge as talks stall over competing demands, hampering prospects for reopening crucial strait, with both sides still far apart on key issues, and no clear resolution in sight as tensions escalate. And global technology leaders, policymakers, and international organizations gather in Riyadh for a 4-day UNESCO forum aimed at shaping international approaches to the ethical development and governance of artificial intelligence, with a focus on innovation and collaboration. Meanwhile, Europeans spend an average of €104 per night on travel, with tourists from Luxembourg spending the most, and Portugal ranking below the European average, as travel budgets reflect the evolution of the tourism industry. Also, the Democratic Party's ideological divide is on full display in Wisconsin and Minnesota as left-wing candidates face off against more traditional ones in a battle for the party's future and the direction of the country. Next, Morocco faces a dual challenge, as traditional family-based elder care erodes and the country's rapidly aging population risks isolation and unmet health needs, without formal alternatives and a clear plan for the future. And Russia has released a former U.S. Marine, Robert Gilman, who was jailed in 2022 and reportedly in poor health, as tensions between the two countries continue and the situation remains complex. Meanwhile, Jayme Franklin, founder and CEO of a conservative media and lifestyle company, went viral after appearing behind Trump as he announced changes to childhood vaccine recommendations and sparked widespread attention and debate. Also, Trump's executive order on vaccinations may complicate parents' decisions as health experts weigh in, and the situation remains uncertain, with many questions still unanswered and concerns about the impact. Next, the U.S. has revoked over 175,000 visas from foreign citizens accused of committing crimes and endangering the safety of Americans as the country takes a tougher stance on immigration and national security. And Iran's supreme leader has appointed 6 senior commanders in a move aimed at equipping the country's wartime security and empowering the hardline old guard as tensions with the U.S. continue and the situation remains volatile. Meanwhile, India and Namibia have agreed to collaborate on critical minerals, focusing on exploration, processing, and value addition to boost bilateral trade and cooperation in a significant move for both countries. Also, Lebanon's parliament has passed a law to abolish capital punishment, making it the first country in the Middle East to do so, as human rights advocates welcome the move and the country takes a step forward. Next, Trump has turned back to sanctions after talks with Iran fizzle in a bid to pressure the country and bring an end to the conflict as tensions between the two countries continue and the situation remains uncertain. And at least 15 bodies have been recovered and dozens are missing after a ferry capsized in Lake Kariba as families gather and await news of their loved ones in a tragic incident that has shocked the community. Meanwhile, the UK's FM has told Israel to crack down on West Bank settler violence as tensions between Israel and Palestine continue and the situation remains complex, with no clear resolution in sight. Also, testimony resumes in the murder trial of Lindsay Clancy, accused of strangling her 3 children, as medical providers take the stand, and the case continues, with many questions still unanswered. Next, Trump took a secret military flight from Turkey, in an operation that involved him being moved between aircraft, in a catering truck, due to an Iranian assassination threat, as tensions between the U.S. and Iran continue. And a wildfire in California and Nevada has prompted evacuation orders, as the fire continues to spread and threaten homes and businesses in a rapidly developing situation. Meanwhile, France's day-ahead power prices have jumped 22% as a heatwave forces EDF to cut nuclear output, and the country faces a significant energy challenge, with no clear resolution in sight. Also, Trump's desire to end the confrontation with Iran quickly has left him with no real bargaining position, as Iran demands a deal that would let it monetize the Strait of Hormuz and reassert dominance in a complex and volatile situation.